Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seemed kinda odd. Yo, Dream Log, I'm 23, and it's crazy. I'm just gonna try to knock it out, just waking up, shit like that. Alright, the first one, I'm in my house, right? It's like I'm going to sleep, falling asleep to the TV and whatnot, but it's this damn ape that's next to me. It's like this teenage ape that's next to me, and it's like somehow I'm in this weird position where my foot is under his ass, and he let out this big ass fart, like 5, 7 seconds long, and I could feel that shit just vibrating my damn foot. You know what I mean? And like, I don't want to move, and like, you know what I mean? Like, if my foot hit this ape's ass, he might wild out on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how he react to foots on his asshole, especially when he farting and shit. But you know what I mean? I just like try to breathe in, like, oh, I better get some good breaths, cause this shit's about to stink up the whole room. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't smell it. Then a little while later, he let out this other huge ass fart. He's like vibrating my fucking foot again. All this fucking shit, man. And anyway, he get up and he changed the like tape we playing. And I don't even got like a VCR player no more. But he changed the tape or something to like Planet of the Apes. And then like now I move from the floor up to the couch under this blanket, and the ape come and sit like on the cushion next to me, and he get under the blanket and shit. And then I'm like, this monkey smart as hell. So like I try to tell him like, do you know the story of Caesar, like the first smart ape? And he was like, nah. And I was like trying to explain it, but it wasn't a real story. I was saying like, yo, they took a brain of a human and the brain of an ape, and they combined them, and it took, you know how apes is smart, and you know how people are smart, where they combined them, and now Caesar was better than both people and ape because he had the best of both worlds and shit. Like, and that's not even what really happened in the damn movie. It was a drug that made the ape smart, and they had no human brain. But anyway, like I'm explaining that to him, and then I'm like, yeah, so you know he got his army together and whatnot, and he was smarter than the humans, and he was taking his apes over the bridge, and the monkey or the ape stopped me though, sitting on the couch. He like, no, not apes, people. He like, call them people, and I'm like, oh, okay. Caesar took his people over the bridge, and you know what I'm saying, they were able to outsmart the humans, yada yada. I didn't even bring up the whole part about the virus for some reason. Weird dream this. And then like I'm going to sleep right there. He like watching the old Planet of the Apes, and I get to thinking all these weird scenarios. It's like I fall asleep in the dream, and I imagine like him poking me on the forehead, waking me up with his big ape finger, like all on my forehead, shit like that. And he like wilding out. He turning bad. He growing up and he turning bad and shit. And oh yeah, before I went to sleep, when I said the apes was people, he put his hand up and was like, give me high five, and like I gave him high five. It was a smart ass ape. But anyway, I'm asleep. Imagine him waking me up with this ape finger and shit. And like I imagine all these weird scenarios, like if I try to run to the kitchen and get a knife or something, his ass gonna swing over there faster because he an ape and shit. So maybe I should just run out the door and he'd just let me leave because I ain't going for a weapon. And then I could come back with cops and like the animal control with tranquilizer guns and shit, and we could get him. You know what I mean? But then we come back and it's like the balcony window is broke and he escaped. And so like the cops is putting up a perimeter trying to catch him and shit like that. But like he was a smart ass ape. He would watch TV all the time. He know what humans and cops would do. So instead of like trying to make a run for it, he just goes down to the basement level, breaks open the storage room door and pushes something behind it so it looked like it was closed, never broken into. And he hide out in there till the whole search is over. Cause he a smart ass fucking ape, you know. So then like I kind of wake up from that, And I'm back on the couch and I'm just looking at this smart ass ape that was just like talking to me, and I gave a high five to, and he's watching TV, and then I'm like, but I thought Planet of the Apes was a movie. How's this? And I'm just kind of like low key staring at him, hoping he don't notice I'm staring at him, because I don't know what the fuck he gonna do if he catch me staring at him. And like all them thoughts through my head make me wake up. Now it's an ape dream, and that woke me up at 3 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep till like 4 or something. Um, and so when I finally was dozing off around 4 or something, um, it's like I'm laying there and my eyes are closed, and it's like I'm still just laying there, but I can see a silhouette of this girl, and her face is like super clear, and she's like a beautiful angel version of Aaliyah. Not to say Aaliyah's not gorgeous anyway, but this is like a flawless, perfect, amazing Aaliyah, like heaven angel version. And I can see her face, and I'm laying there because I know I'm still like laying there, kind of going to sleep, and I'm just like, how can I see your face? And she don't answer, and she just like she doing this like erotic dance thing, and we in the pitch black room, and like I'm slowly falling more and more to sleep, I guess. And so it's like I'm not supposed to be asking her, how can I see you so perfectly right now in my head? And but anyway, she starts singing, and she's singing and she's dancing, and you know what I mean? I can see more of her clearly. And anyway, she stops doing that, and she's kind of doing something else, and then there's another guy here, and he's digging through his backpack. He like, yo, it's only one more joint left. And he passed me this little flimsy ass joint, man. And like this is weird already, because I now know a past history of like how we kind of got to the house. I knew he was supposed to have more than one joint left at this point and all this stuff, but really I just came into the dream and seeing her face and the silhouette dancing and all that. But anyway, he finds another joint, and I'm like, yeah, I knew you should have had more damn joints rolled and shit. And so he sparks it. We're smoking, we're passing it around. The girl's kind of not smoking yet. She don't know if she want to smoke. She never had. She decides she do. So like before, when I'm passing it back, like I got this long ash on the front of the joint, and so I pass it. I'm going to pass it back, and I see the ashtray's next to the dude on the left. So I say, oh, ash it and then pass it to her. You know what I mean? But he grabs the joint by the long ash in the front, and somehow he carries it by the ash all the way over his lap, and then it drops, and then he got all this ash on his shirt and shit. He like, fuck, like the joint falls on the floor in between him and the girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like, what the hell? Did he just grab it by the ashes? What the you know? And then I'm like, yo, girl, grab it real quick, hit it before it go out and shit, because the joint just like on the carpet with it. So she pick it up. It's still lit. She's smoking. He's still like, oh, my fucking shirt, yada yada. Fast forward past that, we just chilling. She kind of goes into the kitchen or something. She like making some food or something, yada yada. And I asked the dude, like, because I'm kind of tripping out, how is this person Aaliyah and whatnot? And he's like, or I ask him, she's in the kitchen all far away, and I just say like, I know she probably can hear me right now, because she's not normal. She like something weird. And I'm like, I know she probably can hear me right now, but what is she, man? And he like looks at me and shakes his head, and he's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. She becomes whatever you want her to become, and she makes men fall in love with her. And then she like takes him, man, and he got this cold look on his face, like, I don't know what she is, like she not human though, like she, you know what I mean? And she comes back and she's not even like Aaliyah anymore. She like a mix of Alyssa Milano and Gwen Stefani or something. She is not dark skinned no more. She's like a completely different person now, and I'm kind of freaked out by her. But she's just so nice, and she seems all normal, even though she's shape-shifting and shit. And so like A little time goes on. She get a call from somebody. It turns out to be her dad, and she starts like kind of like almost crying, and she starts taking off like all her damn clothes and shit. She's like, "Yo, I can't let my dad see me like this. He trips out if he sees me like this, and yada yada." And so like she had on this elaborate fucking like you can't even describe it, man. It's like thin gold bands that perfectly fit going around her waist to her stomach to over her shoulder strap to on her arms, and then she got like clothes under that and like skinny form-fitting clothes and all that, but she taking it all off. She's like, my dad can't see me like this. You don't know how he's gonna wild out. And like she gets topless, and and me and the dude are like trying to calm her down, like, whoa, like calm down, it's not that serious. Do you even know where we're at right now? Yada yada. And we're actually at my grandparents' old house, strangely enough. So I know the house inside and out, whatever. And we calm her down. She puts on some like other pajamas and yada yada. Um, and then what happened next, I think, is like the dude goes to go sleep in a room, and then we're like camping out in the den on the floor. We just like making makeshift beds on the floor and whatever. And she's like across from the room, and I got these like cushions that I'm laying on. I'm like, yo, you want to share the cushions with me? And I could like move a cushion next to me, like, yeah, you could lay next to me. I'm not gonna really mess with you, yada yada. And she's like, no, I'm cool over here, yada yada. And then she say something weird like, if we could lay next to each other and not do anything, I wonder why people don't want to lay next to their parents and think it's weird or something. And random, I don't know why she said that shit, but anyway, like I start falling asleep, and it's like I fall asleep there, and then I start astral projecting in the house, and like I'm around the corner from where my body was falling asleep in the house, and I'm now in this weird dream world, and it's more like purple and blue and wavy. And around this corner, I see this like shadow person rush me real quick, and I'm like, "Fuck this!" I open my eyes back up to come out of like the dream astral projection world, and then I think about it. I'm like, wait, now this is my grandparents' house, man. My grandparents' soul and all our family energy in this house. We can't be defeated here. What's up? So then I'm like, go back to sleep with no fear, and I start astral projecting, and I get rushed again in that same hallway, and I try to put up like a force field bubble, but it don't work. Something grab me and take me to another part of the house like instantaneously, and then I just get the thought to like throw him, not even throw him out of this like galaxy, not even out the universe. I throw him to like another dimension, and what I imagine doing is like he's in front of me, this like spirit entity thing, and in a snap of a finger, faster than you could even imagine, the guy is gone. I'm facing the other way, looking up into the sky where I threw him, right? And then I replay it back slower in my head so I could really see what I did. And I grab him and I throw him up, and then I'm left standing the other way looking up. But it just happens like you can't imagine how fast it happened, because that's how fast I gotta move to throw him out of the fucking universe in this dimension or something like that. So then I kind of just go back to my body and wake up or something, and me and the girl, we're not in the same room like the den. We're now in the living room for some reason, and we're still trying to go to sleep. Now she's like laying closer to me, but now she's like this light skinned, like Gwen Stefani complexion, but younger version, and like she's her own person, but she's still amazingly like angel beautiful. And like I'm still like trying to figure out who the hell this thing is and what she is. And so long story short, I know she's like some kind of performer now. I know and I'm there kind of as the secondary performer and kind of her assistant, and the other guy is like the road manager. He drives us around, yada yada. So he's still back in the room. I'm laying there next to her, but I'm on my iPad, and I'm like, I find a page where I see like a picture that looks like her kind of, and I click it, and it's like reading her like work and her life story and all that, and I'm trying to find her most recent work and things like that so I can match this with her. But the pictures that are on this website is of a woman that's like 40 something and this girl is like 20 something, so it's not making sense. So I don't want to really say like, is this you right here and yada yada. And I'm thinking about the whole how the guy said she looks how people want her to look at that time, and then she takes the man and she makes him fall in love with her. So I'm like, does the camera photograph what she really looks like, or do people see a different picture when we all look at the same picture because she got a spell on all of us? And she like, so I'm weirded out and I'm thinking about that, but the girl next to me is still gorgeous. And so anyway, the TV on, I'm be trying to go to sleep, kind of. I turn off the iPad. The guy like comes out and he's like, y'all need to fucking go to sleep, like fucking like turn that TV on, fucking go to sleep, all like rah rah and shit. So then I answer back rah rah as he like walking away like, you're not my fucking father, I'm a grown ass man, you can't just be telling me to go to sleep, this a grown woman right here, yada. And so he come back and then I get up when he get like getting close, and he kind of wasn't expecting me to like be all scrappy and fight back or something. But then like we squaring up, we really about to start swinging and shit like that. The girl is like up and like trying to calm us down, like don't fight, don't. And then like strangely, I can't explain it. Like the stuff that was on the TV is a dragon movie and whatnot. Somehow a dragon like eats the dude I'm about to fight, like off the top of a castle, and we was in a house. And then Marlon Wayans with fucking big ass bat wings on his back pick me and the girl up and fly us away from the dragon. And then right after that happened, I'm back in the living room, that same living room, but now I'm sitting on the floor. The dude is back in the back again, and the girl is there sitting down. And it's like after the whole fight thing happened, we don't talk about the dragon and shit. I just noticed there's like throw up spots on the cushions that I was laying on, like on the floor. And then I noticed it's more on the other cushion. And I looked to the girl like, what the fuck? And she's like, I told you I do weird stuff sometimes. And when I'm nervous and blah, blah. So apparently she threw up on the cushions while we was fighting or something. I don't know. So I just moved the cushions away and lay back down, try to go to sleep. And I could hear the dude in the back. I feel like he called somebody in a manager position, or like the big boss that we all working for. He on the phone with him like, yeah, they wouldn't go to sleep and yada yada. I mean, him almost got into it. He being hella loud from in the back. And like I kind of got to pee. And then so like I walked back past there, and before this whole dream happened, right, like after the ape dream and I couldn't go to sleep for an hour, I kind of had to pee then, but I still just went to sleep. But anyway, now it's coming up in the dream where I'm going past him and I'm seeing what he talking about, and I pass him like ratting on the phone. I shake my head like, psh, man, you ratting, you little bitch ass nigga, you over here snitching. And anyway, I get to this bathroom and it's pimped out. It's got like a blue toilet. It's like royal blue and all this pimped out. But the toilet is like full to the brim with this yellow pee water. And I'm like, I can't pee in there. It's going to overflow and then I can't even flush it. So I'm like, fuck that. I know it's another bathroom in like my grandma's house like that. So I keep on circling around to the other bathroom. And they got like 2 doors. You can enter from one side and then exit the other side. So I'm peeing, and then dude like comes with the phone. He puts it on speakerphone and puts it up to the door on the outside and like want me to talk to the person. And my sister, of all people, her voice comes through and she's like, why are you trying to go outside and ride the bicycles? You supposed to be like, and I'm like, well, I ain't trying to ride no damn bicycle with this crazy dude telling you, man. He was telling us this. I break down the whole story, yada yada. She just kind of quiet, just say, okay. He leave away from the door. Like I finish up in the bathroom. I go out the other door that I came in, right, because it's like closer to the living room. But somehow, like as I approach the living room, like the TV's off now. It's pitch black in there. And as I get real close to where like I was sleeping, I could see the girl's not like laying next to me where she was. She's up on the couch, like under a blanket in a curled up position. And the dude is now, he's sitting like a cushion away, and he got on these like boots, you know what I'm saying? These like war boots. He all dressed up in like the street clothes again and shit like that. And so like, I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? So I turn around and I'm looking for the closest light switch so I could turn the light on. And as I'm walking and do that, and I'm turning around to flick on the light switch and look at them, all these thoughts is going through my head. I'm gonna be like, yo, did he mess with you? Did he touch you? If when I turn on this light, is he gonna have a gun or a knife or a weapon or some shit? Is she gonna be like bloody or have a bloody lip because he done smacked her or something? And or is she gonna be some completely different form because she keep on shape shifting and all this shit? Am I gonna see her as a monster right now or something? And right when I go to flick the switch, I wake up. So that was a crazy dream, man. Just to fall asleep and see a face so clearly, and it was Aaliyah's face, and like it was it was just a crazy feeling, man. And then to have like dreams inside of dreams where I'm astral projecting and fighting entities, and it was just craziness. And then the last dream I had, it was really just like comical, but it don't seem like it. But anyway, it's a lot I can't remember, but it's basically these two like soldier dudes or something, and they kind of like they dirty soldiers or something, and one is explaining to the other one how to use this like flare thing, and he's like, oh, that's the 7.0, and he's like, no, it's the 007 point yada yada, and he know all the shit, and he like these flares on top, if you activate them in this kind of way and you put the Claymore 794 on top of it strapped to it, yada, it can be like a timed bomb that you can, what I'm saying, have somewhere and go off later. And so anyway, in like this real comical like Family Guy type of a way, you see a guy like put that time bomb thing under a seat. It's like a seat at a baseball stadium, and then like super fast you see like the stadium fill up with people, and it's like a whole bunch of normal people, and then Barack Obama sitting in that seat that this weird bomb thing is under, right? And so Obama just sitting there by himself surrounded by normal people, and there's like this black girl in front of him he's just like talking with, she talking his ear off in the seat in front of him, and he just smiling, he not caring the girl's interrupting the game, and he just got to talk to this girl, he just smiling being like Obama, you know what I mean? And then like the bomb goes off, right? But it's like the bomb is fucking retarded. There's no fireball, there's no smoke, the seat doesn't move, like the people next to Obama are just fine, Obama's clothes are still perfectly fine, even his pants legs on his suit that was down by the bomb are perfectly fine, but the bomb goes off and he just like lays out like he knocked out or like fell asleep, but he's dead. And like I don't know if it's me in the dream, but I like freak out and I go like, Obama, Obama. I'm like grabbing his suit and I'm like, Obama, like one of the moms in the hood, like, that's my baby, no, I can't. And like I'm like grabbing him like, no, wake up, Obama, no. Get retardedness. And then fucking like I guess the Secret Service guys pull me off or something, and then like I wake up out of that dream. So yeah, that's my damn crazy dreams, man. Deuces.